Bangladesh riots and Prime Minister resignation. Bangladesh, a country known for its vibrant culture and dynamic economy, recently faced a tumultuous period marked by widespread riots and dramatic political shakeup. At the center of this storm was Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, a prominent and long-serving leader who has played a significant role in the nation's politics. The unrest, fueled by various social and political issues, ultimately led to significant changes in the government. Background of Sheikh Hasina's leadership. Sheikh Hasina, a towering figure in Bangladeshi politics, has been the Prime Minister of Bangladesh for multiple terms. Her leadership has been marked by significant economic progress and infrastructure development, but also by controversies and challenges. Hasina, the daughter of Bangladesh's founding father, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, inherited a political legacy that profoundly influenced her leadership style and approach. The rise of discontent. The rise of discontent in Bangladesh can be traced back to a combination of political, economic, and social factors. Despite economic growth, many citizens have continued to face significant challenges, including poverty, unemployment, and inequality. The gap between the rich and the poor has widened, leading to frustrations and a sense of injustice among the populace. The triggering incident. The riots that rocked Bangladesh were sparked by a specific triggering incident that acted as a catalyst for the unrest. This incident, whether related to a controversial policy decision, a violent clash, or a significant political failure, ignited widespread public outrage. For instance, a controversial government decision regarding a new law or policy could have led to public protests. Alternatively, a violent confrontation between security forces and protesters may have escalated tensions. The triggering incident provided a focal point for the public's grievances and mobilized people to take to the streets. Understanding the specifics of this incident is essential for comprehending the scale and nature of the ensuing unrest. Escalation of the riots. Once the initial unrest began, the situation quickly escalated into widespread violence. The riots spread across major cities and towns, with protesters clashing with law enforcement, engaging in acts of vandalism, and causing significant disruption. The violence during the riots was not only a manifestation of public anger, but also a reflection of the perceived failure of the government to address pressing issues. Businesses were looted, public property was damaged, and clashes with security forces resulted in casualties. The scale of the violence underscored the depth of public frustration and the breakdown of law and order. Government response and measures. In response to the escalating violence, the government implemented various measures to restore order and address the unrest. These measures included deploying additional security forces, imposing curfews, and restricting access to certain areas. The government also sought to address the root causes of the unrest by announcing emergency policies or reforms. The effectiveness of these measures was mixed. While some actions helped to temporarily control the situation, they also raised concerns about human rights abuses and suppression of dissent. The government's response was scrutinized both domestically and internationally, with critics arguing that the approach was heavy-handed and failed to address the underlying issues driving the unrest. Prime Minister's resignation. Amid mounting criticism and pressure, Sheikh Hasina announced her resignation, marking a dramatic turn in the political crisis. The resignation was the culmination of intense political and social pressure and reflected the severity of the unrest and its impact on the country's leadership. The resignation process involved formal announcements, political negotiations, and the appointment of an interim leadership. The transition of power was a significant event, signaling a shift in the political landscape and opening the door for new leadership and potential reforms. The resignation highlighted the impact of public unrest on political stability and the challenges faced by leaders in managing crisis. Transition and new leadership. Following the resignation of Sheikh Hasina, Bangladesh entered a period of transition and new leadership. The transition involved negotiations between political parties, consultations with civil society groups, and the development of new policies and strategies to address the issues that led to the unrest. The new leadership faced the task of stabilizing the situation, addressing public grievances, and implementing reforms to prevent future unrest. This period of transition was crucial for restoring stability and confidence in the government. The effectiveness of the new leadership in addressing the underlying issues and building a more inclusive and stable society was essential for the country's recovery. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. For more interesting content, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. For more awesome content, have a nice day and I will see you in the next video.